unboxing is Time to Move South for the Winter by Clare, Helen, Welsh, illustrated by Lovlie. And it says, when a Free Stories Aloud audiobook in the back. Oh, beautiful end paper. I love that. This is by Nosy. And on the back, they say, if you scan this QR code, you get a free audio reading. I think that's free no matter what. It's not like you have to enter a competition. I think on Nosy, they have on most of their books this like really great feature of the QR code in the back to get it's basically a free audiobook. So this is about this is not hibernation. This is about migration. All the animals that do an annual migration from hot to cold, cold to hot, from winter down south and back. Which, it's like surprising. Like, it's not all birds that migrate south. Because I live near Boston, so, it definitely gets cold. And we have wild turkeys, like a crazy amount of wild turkeys, like where I live. And I always wondered, what do they do for the winter? Like, they just seem so big. Like, I wasn't sure if they went south. For a while, I thought they did, because I don't really see them in the winter, but they don't, actually, I learned. Oh, here's about the monarch butterflies. They have a intense migration all the way down to Mexico and further. And then the creatures in the ocean that migrate, that follow the I don't know if they follow the Gulf Stream, but sea turtles and whales. It's very beautifully done. It looks like it's written, is it in lyrical prose? I don't think it's in poetry. Is it? Does it rhyme? I think it's just sort of in lyrical verse. And it's also like illustrated so beautifully. It's like one of those, like my favorite nonfiction books read like fiction. They call it like, what do they call it? Narrative nonfiction. So it's just a way to connect nature, what's going on around you, especially if you live in an area where the birds and other creatures are migrating. It's just a nice way to have kids tie in what they see in the world with what is actually happening. It's a good way to draw them into STEM topics in, very gentle way. You just kind of like, the end papers have more detail about the animals. And I think a lot of kids can relate to turtles and geese, butterflies. It's kind of things that maybe you might be more interested in or definitely have seen, like monarch butterflies. I feel like a lot of us have seen monarch butterflies and geese, especially where I live. But maybe some of these you haven't seen, like caribou or Arctic terns or humpback whales. But just kind of interesting animals. So it just follows, obviously not every creature, but the kind of animals and birds that kids probably are more familiar with. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful book. Thank you to Nosy for sending it to me. And thank you for watching.